When you dream, do you see, like, visually see your surroundings this exact same way? Because I don't. Like,
What do you mean?
Like when I'm like I'm seeing this right now, right? I'm seeing like the real world, and like I don't. It's like way fuzzier when I see things in my dreams. Like let's say I know there's a table there.
Yeah.
But I can't like give you the detail of it. Like I know what everything is around me.
Is there, right?
Yeah, I know everything's around me, but I can't like visually see everything that's happening. It's really strange. Do you have this as well?
No, mine's in like fucking RTX on 4K,
See, that's
60
so
FPS,
strange.
man.
Why
Mine's
is
in like
that?
a fisheye lens.
That's why, like, for me, it's that's why, like,
What
for
the
me,
fuck
it's
is wrong with
sometimes
us?
it's like so hard for me to tell the difference between when I'm dreaming and when I'm awake, because my dreams are so vivid and so, I don't know, like I said, they have a lot of depth to them that sometimes I wake up and sometimes I immediately know that I've just woken up, and sometimes it takes me a few moments to realize, okay, I'm actually awake now. This is the real world. I'm not in a dream world anymore.
I think for me, things that are fuzzy is things that don't exist in reality.
Huh.
So it's like if it's like a table, for instance, then it's like I can clearly see that it's a table. But if it's like a fucking fairy, then then it'll probably look fuzzy.
Well, you know when you're trying to remember a moment that happened, right? You have a picture of it in your head. You don't have it like in 4K RTX the way that you saw it, right? It's in like this kind of fuzzy. You remember where everything was. You think you know what I mean? Like the way that you recall things that happened. It's kind of like that, the way I see stuff in dreams. It's like I don't see it perfectly. Like if I'm focusing on like this table, I know Gaunt's there, for example, but I can't like see Gaunt. Does that make sense? Like items that I know or I'm aware that are there in the dream, I don't see them unless I'm then paying attention to them.
Yeah, because then your brain has to render out.
Right, it's rendering. It's rendering issues.
Because you know it's there, but like your brain's just like, I don't want to render this out
You
right
gotta
now.
upgrade-
I know that Gaunt's there, I just don't want to render it out.
You gotta upgrade your brain's graphic card.
It's true, right? Because like when I like picture Gaunt now, right? I don't need to see that Joe's in the corner of my eye because it's in the corner of my eye. But when I'm trying to remember the whole picture in my head when I'm in the dream, it's like that.
Your brain's
Where,
just like sequential rendering.
right. Where it's
You're
like
still running a 1060? What's going
my
on?
draw distance is like lowest possible. Like when I'm walking up to the building, it starts to come in a frame. It's like it's a load of shit. What a weird fucking dream. What a weird shit. It's like that though, where like the dream doesn't exist unless I'm focusing on it in the dream.
So have you ever had a dream that's taken place in somewhere that you're like very familiar with? Or like somewhere like, you know...
Yeah, all of my dreams are in places that I've been to in real life.
Right.
See, most of the time my dreams are in new places that I'm not aware of. I don't know what it is.
I don't think my brain is like capable of coming up with new locations.
Well, what
in
I think
my
it is, I think it's like stitching together things that I've seen in passing. or
Right.
pictures.
Yeah.
I think it's, and what I, you know, like I can't visualize a lot of things, but I just know what's happening and I have an idea. It's really strange.
A lot of my dreams are in my house. They take place in my house.
That's strange.
Really?
I never have dreams in my house. Ever.
But it's like all sorts of fucked up shit happens in my house that shouldn't happen in my
which
house.
house?
Like
Your
the house that
Japan?
I'm currently in.
Oh, the house.
Okay, so when your dreams start, right? I'm assuming it's not credit sequence, shot to door, Joey opens up. Hey, guy, you know, like, where, do you just wake the dream? It's like game start. You just wait. You just like it starts in a weird ass location, and you're like, what the fuck is going
No,
on?
it's always mid conversation.
Huh? What?
I never remember the start.
I'm just like, oh wait, what? Oh, I guess we're here now. Kind of thing.
Because I guess I only remember my dreams when I realize I'm in a dream, so I never remember how I get there.
Yeah.
You know, I don't
see like the PlayStation boot up logo. You know, like it's just like, oh, I'm in the game.
I'm just like, oh, Dreamcast start. Brilliant.
It's almost weird because I feel like when I'm dreaming, I'm watching like a video, and at some point in the video, I'll know that's me. Does that make sense? Like it's a series of events unfolding.
Yeah.
And I'm not necessarily constantly in that brain of the person experiencing it. This is so strange, right? This is really weird.
Even stranger question. Have you ever dreamed in third person?
Yeah.
Okay. That to me is like the weirdest fucking dream because like for some reason in my dream it makes sense that I'm seeing myself in third person.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
That, like for example,
even though I've never experienced that in my life.
Yeah.
that prison one.
Yeah.
It was weird because I remember. This is going to sound so strange. I remember shooting the guns, right?
Right.
But then I also remember watching me after shooting the guns.
So it flicks between first and third person.
And and the weird thing is that I then was able to feel the emotions of both.
Yeah.
When doing the dream act, and then when watching me do the dream act.
Yeah,
This is so strange. I've never spoken about this.
I've never spoken about this before
now
either.
Now that you're making me think about this, I'm realizing how weird this sounds to say out loud. Like this must sound so bizarre. I don't know if anyone else.
I don't think a dream conversation is going to be normal.
I've never had a conversation just about my dreams before with anyone.
Yeah.
But like the best way I can describe how it is like. You know when you're like playing Halo, right?
Yeah.
And there's that theater mode
Yeah.
where just any point you can just unclip from the camera.
Yeah.
And like but I'm not choosing where the camera goes, but I'm seeing it from a perspective, and I don't understand whose or what it is.
Sometimes,
occasionally.
yeah. Sometimes
don't.
I have like amazing cinematography in my dreams, and I don't know how. Like,
If only the YouTube videos could match.
yeah, right. Like, I don't know how it happens, but sometimes I'm in first person, and then I go to like a new like an area or something, and I have this really a new area on the map or something, and like my dream switches to like this establishing shot of this like new landscape, and I'm in, and I'm just like I remember thinking in the dream, damn, that looks cool as fuck. And then I load back into my character or something, and it's so I don't know how to describe it. It's so
Wait, your dream
weird.
has cutscenes? Is that what you're saying? This man's dream literally has cutscenes, and when it's over, he goes back into first person.
It's
Holy shit!
I don't know why. Like I think sometimes I dream in games,
Your
and
dreams sound like a Kojima game, dude.
yeah, sometimes I dream in games, and sometimes I dream in
8-hour
movies, which is why
cutscene.
like it never makes sense to me how I can possibly dream in third person, and like at the time it makes sense because
Yeah.
like you never see yourself in third person.
By third
but-
person, do you mean like in a movie, like from a movie camera standpoint, or are we talking like GTA, like behind yourself?
sometimes both.
Really?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I think it's weird, really, because again, I know that I'm in this situation,
Yeah.
and I fully understand that it's a dream, but I never ever like think that like this is wrong.
Yeah.
Because I'm in the moment, and it's
Yeah.
what my mind is making up, so it always feels natural when I'm in this dream.
Like for some reason, I'm just fucking remember this now. Like
Yeah,
talking to you guys. Every time I'm in an interrogation room, I'm never like POV. It's never POV interrogation room. It's always side.
the interrogation shot.
It's always side view. Like this is fucking JCS criminal investigations or something. It's so weird. I don't know why.
so funny.
I'm in like anytime I have a conversation in an interrogation room, I'm always in third person. I don't know why, but
so weird.
It always feels like I'm in control of what I'm saying.
I'm sure that's purely because we've just like consumed media where they portray those things like that, right? So like,
Yeah.
I'd be interested to see if another person who has never seen like an interrogation scene in a movie, how they would view
Because
that.
I've never been in an interrogation in my life,
Right.
so that's I
Yes.
guess it kind of makes sense.
I've also found that if I'm highly anxious about something when going to bed, there's like a 90% chance my dream is going to be about that.
Oh yeah,
That's only ever happened a few times, and that's only ever happened with homework and exams for me. Like,
I was playing that Pogo Stuck game recently.
yeah.
And
did it give you nightmares?
and I had like nightmares that I was stuck in this game, and that I couldn't stop playing this game because I couldn't beat it, because I was making I played it for like 8 hours and I made no progress. And then I went to bed. All I could feel was me playing the game in the dream, and then I was playing it, and I was like, I couldn't get out. It was horrible.
That's a nightmare.
That was a nightmare.
That's a true nightmare.
That was a horrible nightmare.
that's a scarier nightmare than you dying.
But the worst part was I knew I was in a nightmare, and I was getting more annoyed because I was like, why am I wasting time where I could be actually doing this? But instead I'm in the nightmare, stuck in a cycle playing it in my nightmare. What a weird thing.
Do you ever have like moments where your dream is so intense that you don't feel like you've slept at all?
Yeah.
Mm.
Like I wake up more tired than
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
went to bed.
I've never had that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes because you go on such an emotional journey in this dream, or at least I do, that I wake up just like exhausted.
So what do you do then? Just get another 8 hours?
Huh? I don't. I get up, but like I get up, but like sometimes I just like feel like I haven't slept at all, just because I
Right.
feel like I was awake in my dreams, so I didn't really sleep at all. I don't know. It's really weird.
Yeah, like the worst nightmares I've had is I go to sleep obviously tired, and I'm probably not in like a right state of mind right, before I go to bed, hence the reason why I have the nightmare. And then I have that nightmare, I wake up in that fucking cold sweat like fuck.
Yeah.
I'm so tired after that. but I don't want to go back to bed because I know if I close my eyes right now, it's just going to be like to be continued. Like, it's just going to happen again.
Dude, I don't know. Why is it where you have a fun dream, you can never get back into the dream?
Yeah.
When you have a nightmare,
the nightmare's like, I'm waiting for you.
When you have a nightmare, you go back to sleep, you re-enter the nightmare.
Well, I think it's because like probably stress and stuff, right? Like it's probably a
It
mental
just comes out
state.
from behind the tree. Like
Freddy's like, hey guy, hey
Oh,
boy,
you sleeping again?
you're sleeping again? Nice. Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, I
it.
find it so much easier to re-enter my nightmares than to re-enter my fun dreams.